Hi, my name is Gaurav Ramanan. I want to give you a quick 20-minute presentation about an amazing technology invention we've created called the Aspire platform. Our aim is to help everyone achieve their goals with technology. We've divided this presentation into 7 parts: the journey, the problem, the solution, the opportunity, the market, the execution, and finally, the vision. We'll start with the journey. For the last 6 years, we've been helping organizations achieve their vision with technology. And we've helped 50 plus such organizations ranging from startups, NGOs, MNCs, the Indian government, foreign governments, to even embassies, helping them with all sorts of services like app development, IT consulting, business consulting, design, online marketing, hardware, and much more. And we found that there are lots of problems organizations face with technology projects. The first is technology projects are really hard to estimate in terms of time and money. Most of your company is waiting for your tech team to tell you the work is done. Unfortunately, it's very hard to set deadlines and stick to it, whether it's an external vendor or your own IT team. In fact, according to the Chaos report, in 2015, over 71% of software projects did not succeed. 71%. One of the biggest assumptions in the industry is that customers think technology is a one time investment. In our industry, it is frequently said that the only constant in tech is change. There is newer technology, security threats, newer platforms, form factors, bugs, change in requirements as per user feedback. All that is ignored due to one time contracts. If you check the Facebook app on your Android phone, you will see that it's been updated hundreds of times. In fact, it's been updated over 5 times just last month. In summary, the biggest problem, therefore, is that businesses and technology speak different languages. We feel the fundamental reason as to why this happens is because technology isn't natural. For example, you don't need to be a great poet to understand a poem. You don't have to be some sort of a financial wizard to understand a balance sheet. Unfortunately, without training, you can't understand code, the basic building blocks of technology. So we set about trying to find a solution to this problem. After 6 years of burning the midnight oil, doing deep research, we finally solved this problem by inventing the Aspire platform. We feel the key to solving those problems is to visualize technology development. I'll request my colleague Jyoti Prakash, Head of Engineering, to give us a small demo of how we create an app using the Aspire platform.
Thank you, Gaurav Bhaiya. To solve the problem of technology projects, let me introduce you with the extremely powerful tools of the Aspire platform, that is Aspire Amaze Studio and Aspire Action Studio. Let's take an example of an app showcasing different services of an organization. I will take you through a demo of how Aspire Amaze Studio can help us to develop this screen. This is Aspire Amaze Studio. We use it for making responsive UI for desktops, laptops, mobiles, TVs, watches, and even AR and VR. We will go through the demo to see how Aspire Amaze Studio can build the screen that we have seen in the example in the previous slide. As you can see, we are just dragging and dropping different elements from element palette and placing them on the canvas. We make changes in the attributes and properties of the element to make the UI looks similar to the design. Since we are just dragging and dropping element, it is very easy for us to estimate an accurate time for development of any UI, which is otherwise a nail-biting task. As we all know, changes in the UI in software development is not an easy task, but due to Amaze, we don't be afraid of changes. In fact, we are always ready to listen to our customer. Customer can actually see the changes being made in the app as per requirement. As I have mentioned earlier, Aspire Amaze produces cross-platform UI since we are using web components, and here you can see the UI is responsive in nature. The most amazing thing about Amaze is that to build this whole UI, we don't even have to write a single line of code. The whole code is auto-generated. Since the screen is complete, but still you find some dummy data on the screen. To remove that dummy data, we have to connect it to the database. For this, we have another easy solution in the form of second tool of the Aspire platform, that is Aspire Action Studio. This is Aspire Action Studio. We use it for connecting UI to different databases such as MySQL, MongoDB. It is used to integrate UI with more than 2000 APIs such as payment gateways, PayU and Paytm. We use it for big data analytics and data processing. We can even integrate drones with UI with the help of Aspire Action Studio. Let's see the demo how these tools help us in fetching data for the screen on the right side. As we see, we are just dragging operators from the operator panel and connect them together to make the chain type structure. It is very much similar to solving a big jigsaw puzzle. We just have to put table and column name from where we want to fetch the data. As we see, we fetch the icons and the service name in the similar manner. Before these tools, we developers sit in front of a blank screen and write thousands of lines of code to make this screen. But because of these tools, it is as easy as to make a presentation in Microsoft PowerPoint. The important thing is that you can visualize the development at each and every step of the development. Many issues arises in an environment where we try to maintain several platform specific variants of an application. Different source code is required. It may also include different compiler options and libraries. All these are myths for the Aspire platform as it provides a single source code. Using standard project structure, we can support dozens of technologies. The application code made by Aspire platform can be hosted on any infrastructure. We can build apps for any mobile OS, web application for any browser, standard APIs and much more. We have open source standard project structure to involve the community and achieve scale. Now I will hand it back to Gaurav Bhaiya.
Thanks, Jyoti. There is another very unique thing about the Aspire platform which lets us scale exponentially. So let's say we have a couple of customers with some specific requirements. We feed those to the Aspire platform, which we think of as a factory, and get apps created. If other customers have the same requirements, the platform already has the capability to deliver apps for them. Now let's say we have two more customers who have different requirements that is not already a part of the platform. Our engineers add more technology features to the Aspire platform and the new apps are created with the new features. And the best part is even the older apps get the new features. Now I'll ask my colleague Nitin, Chief of Operations, to give you an idea of the investment we've done so far and an opportunity to take this innovation to the world.
Thank you, Gaurav. We are a product company productizing service industry. To solve the problems of technology projects, we really had to research into the depths of computer science, going into topics like functional programming, declarative programming, Unix philosophy, even research papers from the 70s. We had to innovate management concepts like OKR and MVX. Not only did we use the best tools and frameworks to solve the problems, we collaborated with the engineers of these tech giants to contribute code to make their open source projects even better. Polymer from Google, Loopback from IBM, GraphQL from Facebook, MySQL from Oracle. We have released a lot of open source projects of our own, couple of them being GQL and standard project structure. 150 people have worked on the platform, ranging from maths honors to visual communication to BCom to computer science. It has taken the business experience of delivering and maintaining projects for 50 plus companies and generated lakhs of revenue. And in the process, we have created thousands of business contacts. The platform has been able to gather a lot of interest from industry veterans and leaders. Even at few occasions, we have been asked, "You are joking, right?" Combining all of this, we finally solved those problems and created an amazing technology platform called the Aspire platform. So this is the part of investment and effort we have done from our side. And now we have an opportunity together to take this innovation forward with your investment. We have a detailed financial analysis with return on investment, sales projection, break-even, budget and valuation, which we can share with you separately. Now I will hand over to Gaurav to take you forward with the presentation.
How do we give our customer access to the Aspire platform? So we've heard of SaaS, where we pay a monthly fees for using software like Savan or Netflix or Google Drive. We present a new model for the industry called C-SaaS, Custom Software as a Service. Our team will sit with our customers so they can use the power of the platform and their experience to build the customer's project completely as per the customer's requirement. With the traditional software model, the customer gives us requirements, we create a wireframe, create a design, then code, test, release, maintain. There's an approval process at every stage. It's a roller coaster for both the IT vendor and the customer. With the tools of the Aspire platform, the entire SDLC becomes requirements and release. Customer wants a new feature, requirements and release. Customer reports a bug, requirements and release. We achieve scale by productizing the IT services industry. Let's talk about pricing. This is one more place where business and technology are totally disconnected. Clients tell me, just do this simple thing, say shift this from the left to the right. I ask my engineering team and they are in horror and demand weeks to do it. Some other times the engineering team says, oh, that's just a couple of days work. And clients are afraid of asking for this requirement, thinking we're going to bill them huge amounts. We just cut through all of that. And once again, because of the platform, we have a very simple and very predictable pricing. Just 1500 rupees per month per feature. This also means our customers can plan their IT investments very accurately. It's never been possible before. Also, they can start out small with a few features and scale up whenever they feel like. Simple things say shift this from the left to the right. I asked my engineering team and they are in horror and demand weeks platform. Some other times the engineering team says the left platform is a traditional model of software development, and we know this because we've been doing this for 6 years. They are in horror and demand weeks increases. Some other times the engineering team says, oh, that's just a couple of days work. And clients are afraid of asking for this requirement, thinking we're going to bill them huge amounts. Maintenance has always been a nightmare, all of that, and once again because of the platform exceeds the annual very simple contracts and very predictable pricing. Just 1500 rupees per month, the cost per project actually decreases customers as we plan their IT investments, and this is our biggest competitive advantage. Never been possible. As I told you earlier, also all apps they can start out small with a few features. We can update scale all of them whenever they feel like. When one app gets a new feature, the platform gets a new feature, and hence all connected apps inherit that feature. All we need is an initial number of apps created with the platform. Then each app we build additionally will cost lesser and lesser. With clients are afraid of asking for this requirement, our platform thinking we're going to build a huge deliver as we fast just cut as much all of that as a senior experienced software developer. We have a this helps us get more value out of a small young team. Just 1500 reduces our cost per month even more per feature. This also reduces our cost huge amount. Even launched the platform with an amazing, innovative, hardworking all of that. And not only are these people experts in their domain, we have a very leaders who serve as mentors to multiple teams in the office. Just cut those were all of that. And once again, because of the platform, now we have a very simple and very predictable price. Has always been subscription 1500 rupees custom software development has traditionally been this also means our customers can plan their IT SaaS way to convince our customers for the month. Never been possible. It actually has more value for the they can start out even small more than few features. Microsoft Office whenever they move to the monthly model with their Office 365 program after decades of charging one-time payment. And this isn't just talk. Let's take a customer success story. The government of India uses the Aspire platform. This also means our Customs and Central Excise Settlement Commission is a Ministry of Finance department never been possible before. Crores of revenue to the Indian government by settling few tax disputes and scale up. They needed an app to manage the thousands of cases that go through their courts every year. They now use a solution from Aspire Apps, replacing a legacy Microsoft solution. They are so happy that they are now asking us to expand this nationally. Another example means our customers can plan their IT investments very accurately. It's never been possible before. Also, they can start out small with a few features and scale up whenever they feel like. Call plumbers, electricians as easily as calling cabs. The first version in about a year through traditional software methods. We finished the second version using the platform in just 4 months. And the reporting app in just 1 week. We're really going to see the day where we launch multiple projects on the same day. Let's talk about our target market. They can start out small with a few features. Customers. Also, they can start out small with a few features and scale up whenever they feel like. Our offering to this target market is divided into three parts. The first is C-SaaS external. We will create apps like Mazdoor Adda and other on-demand e-commerce projects. The second is C-SaaS internal, something like we've done for the government, internal management, efficiency, apps like Tally, ERPs, etc. We've made a lot of partners in the last 6 years who are experts in many domains like finance, healthcare, publishing, etc. We will be partnering with them to create SaaS products, co-branding it where they bring in their experience and domain knowledge and we bring in the technology. Finally, we'll be launching our own SaaS products after a year of operations with the C-SaaS model. We have some prototypes which we can show you separately. How are we going to reach our customers? Our target market at this stage is SMEs. We have a four-pronged strategy. The first is, as I told you before, we've established thousands of business contacts. A lot of them are just waiting for us so they can give their projects. All of these are not just potential customers, but also potential referrals. We've also made a lot of technology companies as partners. We can target even more and effectively convert our competition to collaboration by licensing the platform to meet their extra demand. We are very experienced with online marketing. In fact, we've done email marketing campaigns for one of India's largest insurance companies. We've done SEO and social media marketing for countless organizations, including NCR's largest event management institution. Our experience in SEO, SMM, online advertising will really help us reach a very targeted market of business owners and CIOs. When we launch our SaaS-based products, again, our partners will be responsible for sales and marketing of co-branded products. I'll close this presentation by sharing our grand vision for the Aspire platform. Here's a summary of what we've presented so far. It is said that all great companies solve a problem. The Aspire platform is solving the problem of making technology simple, and it's a big problem. Y Combinator in their request for startups says the need of the hour is better programming tools and enterprise IT. Business Standard in their article titled What Investors Are Begging For says that we need better programming tools. Gartner expects SaaS sales to double by 2019 and TOI advises Indian startups to ride the second SaaS wave. We are really excited with the vision of the Aspire platform. Using the platform, we can create technology to support every single human endeavor and help the next great social entrepreneur, the next great teacher, the next great doctor, the next great farmer, religious leader, sports person, computer scientist, and so many more, and help them change the world. And we'd be really happy if you would be a part of this world-changing vision. Thank you.